getting back.
Finish the liquor. Anybody want to finish the liquor? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
I did want to move over to some sports media news. There's been a couple of giant sports media items. McAfee reportedly getting $17 million a year from ESPN. So he leaves a 4-year, $120 million contract with FanDuel for a 5-year, reportedly, $85 million contract that goes into the range, as I don't know whether anyone cares about ESPN salary structures, but he's now in Joe Buck range and above Stephen A. Smith. And in office money games, all of these people are making an enormous amount of money, but there are plenty of people at ESPN being laid off who are noticing this, and the headlines are, employees not feeling great about what's happening with all of a sudden we've got to go out and rent a show, not create one. We've got all of these people, but we're not going to create a show. We're going to go rent one for $17 million a year, and he's going to become a superstar there, and he'll have huge reach, and he'll get all the guests, and I am imagining he's going to be an even more giant success. He's left a lot of millions on the table because the reach of this matters, and Disney knighting you will help Pat McAfee become someone who's a giant, as Shannon Sharpe decides right now, buy me out of my contract. I love what my brand has as value if I go solo, because I know that my podcast is something that I can now sell because I don't need Skip Bayless anymore. And I'm assuming the reports are true. It was obvious to me on television that wasn't going to last very much longer. You can't have that kind of real tension between partners daily on a television show and not break up. You're going to break up. And now Shannon Sharpe leaves in a shrinking media market. He leaves one of the cush jobs to go sailing on his own.
Yeah, and if you look at his Twitter profile, he has some likes in his profile that would kind of allude to what happened there. He's not necessarily shying away from it anyways. These things take these buyouts usually take a while to come together. I am genuinely curious if the DeMar Hamlin stuff was the seeds of him actively pursuing a buyout.
I would guess. Again, this is just expertise in sports television. It is not an intimate knowledge of these two people. It's just how these relationships can fray. Bomani told me when I met him, we will never be friends. It's not the nature of sports television partnerships. Wilbon and Kornheiser, totally different group. These things do not last for 20 years, these relationships. Shannon Sharpe needed Bayless for what it is that he made, and he no longer needs Skip Bayless. And my guess is he's tired of being disrespected by Skip Bayless in whatever the ways are.
I think his stars eclipse Skip Bayless, especially with like the Grizzlies run in. He's memeable, and I think that actually that social currency,
his podcast is
turns
popular.
Into
that's got to be what's driving all of this, right?
Yeah, he can drive a show. He's improved. Credit to him too. He's improved tremendously. This is a guy that was let go at CBS from their studio shows. Think about how stuffy studio shows are. You drop Shannon Sharpe of today into a studio show, it becomes appointment television.
That wasn't his fault. That was the stuffiness of the group.
I think in part, look, we tried Shannon Sharpe out on this show.
How about us seeing it before everyone?
Well, we saw getting rid of Shannon Sharpe before anyone.
When he asked
He's
for
improved
money.
a lot.
When he asked for money,
but it was limited. It was limited.
He saw that one movie, and then we asked him about other movies.
This is me. I'm probably not doing this the right way. This is me giving Shannon Sharpe his flowers. Like, he's improved a lot.
He's always been great.
He's always been a great talker, but in terms of like the theatrics of television,
okay, if and that's fine, you can think that, but I want you to imagine doing a show with Shannon Sharpe's sensibilities in grandma's living room that was CBS television, on the linen, on the couches that are covered in plastic, as he's trying to interplay. When they want Marino, they want stiffness.
I think he had inside the NFL too. It's just like it took a minute. It took a minute for him to settle into this lane, and right now he is in his peak form as a media personality.
I would
it's a good
say
time to go.
The constructs of the business make it hard for Shannon Sharpe, someone like Shannon Sharpe, historically, to climb.
Okay.
And he took a good job with a lot of space against a good villain who he outclasses and overshadows.
But he also grew within that show. Shannon Sharpe on the show today is a lot better than Shannon Sharpe when that show started.
But it's the daily reps of going against Skip Bayless, who now looks around and what?
I have no idea what that show becomes. Stugotz is definitely going to angle for it.
Yeah.